Let's go ahead and finish out our session today talking about basic operators. So we're going to discuss the following operators: arithmetic operators, relational operators, Boolean operators, and string operators. We're going to start with the arithmetic operators, and we're going to show you how to add two numbers here in this example. So we have value, which is the variable name value, equals expression 2 plus 2. When we do echo total value and then variable value, we would get the following. Total value is 4. Because 2 plus 2 would equal 4, okay? So here's a graph of some basic operators. So we have plus for addition, minus for subtraction, star or splat for multiplication, / for division. We have the percent sign for modulus. And guys, modulus is similar to division, except it divides the left-hand operand by the right-hand operand, and it returns the remainder. So we could do expression variable b modulus variable a. It's going to give 0, okay? Assuming, let's just assume b is 1 and a is 1. So 1 divided by 1 is going to have equal 1 with 0 remainder, so 0. So it would actually just give you the value 0. We have equals, which assigns right operand to the left operand, okay? So we could do like a equals variable b, which would assign the value of b into a. Then we have a double equal sign, okay, which compares two numbers. If both are the same, then it returns a true value, okay? So we have an example of that. We say variable a is equal to variable b, which would return false, okay? And then we have the exclamation point equal sign, which is not equal. So it compares two numbers. If both are different, then returns true. So that's kind of tricky, guys. It says if both are different, then return true. So it's saying if they are different, then it's a true statement. Whereas this one's saying if they are both the same, then return true, okay? So variable a does not equal variable b. This is true, so it returns a true value. We also have relational operators. So Bourne shell supports the following relational operators that are specific to numeric values. These operations do not work for string values unless their variables are numeric. For example, following operators will work to check a relation between 10 and 20, as well as in between 10 and 20, but not in between 10 and 20. Okay, so all that's saying, guys, is it's going to check the integer values 10 and 20, but not the string values ten and 20, okay? So let's assume variable a holds 10 and variable b holds 20, and we're going to look at this. So saying dash eq or equals checks if the values of the two operands are equal. So if a is equal to b, it's not true, right? 10 is not equal to 20, so it's not true. We have ne, which stands for not equal, so it checks if the values of the two operands are equal or not. If the values are not equal, then the condition becomes true. So variable a is not equal to variable b. This is true. 10 is not equal to 20. We have gt or greater. This checks if the value of the left operand is greater than the value of the right operand. If yes, then it's true. So if variable a is greater than variable b, and this is not true, 10 is not greater than 20. Okay? And dash lt less than checks if the value of the left is less than the value of the right. So is variable a less than variable b? Yes, so that's true. And then we have ge, which stands for greater than or equal to. So this checks if the value of the left operand is greater than or equal to the value of the right operand. If yes, the condition becomes true. So is a greater than or equal to b? No. Okay, so it's not true. And then we have less than or equal to, which is the opposite of this. Checks if the values of the left is less than or equal to the value of the right. Is a less than or equal to b? Yes, so it's true. Oops, sorry guys. There we go. So we have some examples here. I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm just going to kind of brush on a couple of these, and you can spend a little bit more time looking at them if you like. We have some examples here. So it's just as above, so we had if a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. We have some examples here. So here's how we can use them in like if-then statements. So if variable A is equal to variable B, then echo variable A is equal to variable B. A to B, sorry. Okay. Else echo variable A is equal to variable B. A is not equal to B. Okay. So in this case, 10 is not equal to B. So instead of doing this first, then it's going to do else. So it's going to say A is not equal to B. Okay, and then it's going to end the statement. Okay. So you do that the same for all these guys. So I want you to actually go through these yourselves and determine what's going to happen on them based off of what we just read in this graph. Okay. So let's talk about Boolean operators. So the following Boolean operators are supported to the Bourne shell. Assume variable A holds 10 and variable B holds 20, just as before. So assuming that A holds 10 and B holds 20, then the operator exclamation point or bang, this is a local negation. This inverts a true condition into a false and vice versa. So not false is actually true, right? The opposite of false is true. We have dash O. This is the logical OR. So if one of the operands is true, then the condition becomes true. So if A is less than 20 or B is greater than 100, then it's true. Is A less than 20? Yes. Is B greater than 100? No. But A was true, so the whole statement's true. And then we have the logical AND. So if both the operators are true, then the B condition becomes true otherwise. So is A less than 20 and is B less than or greater than 100? Well, A is less than, or 10 is less than 20, and is 20 greater than 100? No. So the whole statement's false. And here's some examples of that and how we can use them if then statements. So again, A equals 10, B equals 20. So we can look at our first one here. So if variable A is not equal to B, then echo variable A is not equal to B, A is not equal to B. Else echo A is equal to B. So in this case, obviously 10 is not equal to 20, so it's going to echo that second statement there. And so on for the following examples, right? It's going to be the same for all these examples. We also have string operators. So the following string operators are supported by the Bourne shell. Let's assume variable A holds ABC and variable B holds EFG. Okay? Remember, guys, these are string operators, not integer. So strings are words, right? So we have the equal sign. So it checks if the value of the two operands are equal or not. So ABC equals EFG. Well, this statement is true. We have not equal, which checks if the value of the two operands are equal or not. If the values are not equal, then the condition becomes true. So ABC does not equal EFG, so the statement's true. And guys, I think I misspoke. I meant to say is not true up here. Okay. Obviously, ABC is not equal to EFG, so it's not true. And this one is true because they are not equal. So we have dash Z, and this checks if the given string operand size is 0. If it is 0 length, then it returns true. Dash Z, A. So you would put Z first and then A. This is not true because A holds value. It has a string in it. Okay, so it's not true. Length is not 0. Dash N checks if the given string operand size is non-zero, meaning there is something in it. Dash N A. If it is non-zero length, then it returns true. So we see dash N A is not false. This is a weird way to word it. Okay, this just means it's true. So is not false, meaning it's true. And then we have str, and this checks if the string is not the empty string. If it is empty, then it returns false. So we have error. We could put str, a, and then is not false. And then we have some examples here again. Assuming A equals ABC and B equals EFG, we have some if-then statements. So the first one is A equal to B, then echo A is equal to B, else echo A is not equal to B. Okay. Just as we saw in the above examples. So guys, in summary, we went over shell script features and capabilities, creating and running a script, working with variables, environmental variables, working with data types such as formatting, base conversion, and setting special attributes. We went over input and output techniques, conditional constructs such as if then, else if, and looping constructs such as for, while, and until, and basic operators. Next session, we're going to be going over manipulating strings, writing and calling functions, controlling process priorities, interpreting command line arguments, making scripts interactive, special shell variables, advanced I/O with strings, and improving performance of scripts. As always, be sure to follow these links if you're having trouble or you want a little bit more help with the concepts we're going over. There are weekly and monthly plans available for private tutoring sessions for system administrator management, as well as some private tutoring sessions for Linux and Bash scripting. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. This has been a course and session by coding-bootcamps.com. Looking forward to seeing you in session 4.